Do you ever wonder if your dog secretly hates some of the things you do? You might think you're being the best dog parent ever, but in reality, some of our habits drive our furry friends crazy. See, dogs experience the world in a completely different way than we do. And while some things might seem totally fine to us, to them, not so much. So, in today's video, we're breaking down 8 things dogs absolutely hate that humans do, and what to do instead to keep your pup happy and stress-free. So, yeah, let's get right into it. Sign 1. Forcing them into uncomfortable social situations. Do you ever take your dog on a walk, see another dog, and immediately think, "Oh, perfect, a new friend"? Then you start leading your dog over, expecting a happy interaction, but instead, they freeze up, look away, or try to back away. Still, you nudge them forward, encouraging them to say hi. Well, in your dog's mind, you just forced them into a situation they really didn't want to be in. Just like humans, dogs have their own social preferences. Some love making new friends, while others prefer to keep their distance. When a dog is forced into an interaction they're uncomfortable with, it can lead to stress, anxiety, or even aggression. So, how do you avoid this mistake? Pay attention to your dog's body language. If they're avoiding eye contact, tucking their tail, or licking their lips nervously, that's their way of saying, "No thanks." So, instead of pushing them toward other dogs, give them space to decide if they want to approach or keep moving. And if another dog owner insists on a meetup and your dog seems uncomfortable, it's okay to politely decline. The truth is, your dog doesn't have to be a social butterfly. They just need to feel safe. And that starts with you respecting their comfort zone. Sign 2. Punishing them harshly. So, imagine this. You come home from work, and your dog has chewed up your favorite pair of shoes. Frustrated, you yell at them, maybe even point at the mess, expecting them to understand that they did something wrong. But instead of looking guilty, they just look confused, or worse, scared. Many people think that punishing their dogs with yelling or physical discipline will teach them to behave, but in reality, all it does is make them afraid of you. Studies show that dogs trained with harsh punishment are more anxious, less confident, and often develop behavioral issues over time. Honestly, dogs don't misbehave to make you mad. They simply don't understand the rules until you teach them properly. So, instead of punishment, focus on positive reinforcement. Reward the behavior you want to see more of and redirect them when they make mistakes. If they chew something they shouldn't, give them a proper chew toy instead. If they jump on guests, teach them a different way to greet people. Dogs thrive on consistency, patience, and clear guidance. The stronger your bond, the better they'll listen. And when they listen, they aren't doing so out of fear, but because they trust and respect you. Sign 3. Not letting them sniff on walks. Have you ever been in a hurry during a walk and found yourself tugging on the leash, trying to get your dog to keep moving? You just want to get from point A to point B, but your dog keeps stopping, sniffing every bush, pole, and patch of grass along the way. It might seem like they're just being slow or distracted. But to your dog, sniffing is one of the most important parts of the walk. Dogs experience the world through their nose. While humans rely primarily on sight, dogs rely on scent to gather information. Every time they stop to sniff, they're reading messages left behind by other animals, learning about their surroundings and stimulating their brain. So, rushing them through a walk without allowing them to explore can be frustrating and even stressful for them. Instead of dragging your dog along, try slowing down and giving them time to take in their environment. Let them sniff, investigate, and enjoy the walk at their own pace. If you're short on time, consider designating certain parts of the walk as sniff breaks, where they can explore freely. Allowing them to use their nose makes their walk more enjoyable and provides important mental stimulation, keeping them happier and more relaxed overall. Sign 4. Using strong scents and harsh chemicals. Just as I mentioned before, dogs experience the world primarily through their sense of smell. Their noses are incredibly powerful, detecting smells up to 100,000 times better than humans. To put things into context, what might seem like a mild, pleasant fragrance to us can be completely overwhelming for them. Because of this, many pet parents and owners unknowingly expose their dogs to strong scents that cause discomfort. Household cleaning products, scented candles, air fresheners, and even personal perfumes can make a dog's environment stressful. Certain smells like citrus, vinegar, ammonia, and alcohol-based products are particularly harsh on a dog's sensitive nose. Some of these can even cause irritation, sneezing, or breathing difficulties. At the same time, bleach, ammonia, and some essential oils commonly used in diffusers can be harmful if inhaled or absorbed through a dog's paws. So, if a dog starts avoiding a room after it has been cleaned or shows signs of discomfort, like rubbing its face or sneezing excessively, there's a good chance the smell is too much for them, and they hate it so much. Sign 5. Ignoring their need for mental stimulation. A tired dog is a happy dog, but that doesn't just mean physical exercise. Dogs need mental stimulation just as much as they need walks and playtime. Without it, they get bored. And a bored dog? That's when the trouble starts. Dogs are natural problem solvers. In the wild, they would have to hunt, explore, and figure things out to survive. But when a dog spends most of its day lying around with nothing to do, that built-up energy has to go somewhere. That's when you start seeing behaviors like chewing on furniture, excessive barking, digging, or even getting into things they shouldn't. It's not that they're being bad, they're just trying to entertain themselves. Keeping your dog mentally engaged doesn't have to be complicated. Simple things like food puzzles, treat dispensing toys, and hide-and-seek games can keep their brain busy. Short training sessions also work wonders. Even if your dog already knows basic commands, reinforcing those skills or teaching new tricks keeps their mind sharp. Nosework games, like hiding treats around the house for them to sniff out, can be just as tiring as a long walk. So, in short, keeping their mind as active as their body helps prevent boredom, stress, and destructive habits. Sign 6. Leaving them alone too long without engagement. Dogs may not have jobs, errands, or social media to scroll through, but that doesn't mean they enjoy sitting around with nothing to do all day. While it's easy to assume they're fine lounging at home while you're out, the truth is many dogs struggle with being left alone for long periods, especially without any form of engagement. Dogs are social animals by nature. In the wild, they live in packs, constantly interacting with others. But when a dog is left alone for hours with no stimulation, it can lead to boredom, anxiety, and even destructive behaviors. Now, some dogs handle alone time better than others, but all dogs need some level of engagement to stay happy. Leaving interactive toys, chew treats, or food puzzles can help keep them occupied when you're away. If possible, breaking up their day with a midday walk, play session, or even a quick training exercise can make a huge difference too. So, basically, dogs don't just need food, water, and shelter. They need companionship. Making sure they feel included and engaged, even when life gets busy, is one of the best ways to keep them happy and emotionally healthy. Sign 7. Dressing them in uncomfortable clothing. Dog clothes can be adorable. A tiny sweater in the winter, a raincoat for drizzly walks, or even a cute costume for a special occasion. All of these are indeed hard to resist. But while some dogs tolerate clothing just fine, others absolutely hate it. Dogs experience the world through their senses, and adding extra layers to their body can feel unnatural, restrictive, or even stressful. Tight outfits can limit movement, cause irritation, and make them feel uncomfortable. Some dogs will freeze in place, try to shake the clothing off, or constantly scratch at it to let you know they don't like how it feels. Now, don't think all clothing is bad. In certain situations like cold weather or rain, the right kind of gear can help keep a dog warm and comfortable. The key is choosing clothes that are lightweight, non-restrictive, and actually serve a purpose. Always check for signs of discomfort, like excessive licking, pawing at the outfit, or refusing to move. If they seem distressed, it's best to ditch the fashion statement altogether. At the end of the day, dressing up your dog should be for their benefit, not just for cute pictures. If they don't mind wearing clothes, great. But if they clearly hate it, forcing them into an outfit isn't worth the stress. Your dog's comfort should always come first. Sign 8. Overwhelming them with loud noises. Dogs have incredibly sensitive hearing. While humans can hear sounds within a certain frequency range, dogs can detect much higher frequencies and at a much greater distance. This means that what might seem like normal background noise to us can feel unbearably loud and stressful for them. Sudden loud noises like fireworks, thunderstorms, vacuum cleaners, or even shouting can trigger anxiety and fear in dogs. Unlike humans, they don't understand where the noise is coming from or why it's happening. This uncertainty can cause panic, leading to behaviors like hiding, shaking, barking excessively, or trying to escape. Some dogs may even become destructive or act out when they're overwhelmed by noise. Everyday household sounds can also be stressful. Hairdryers, blenders, doorbells, and loud television volumes can make dogs uneasy, especially if they aren't used to them. The best way to help a dog cope with loud noises is through desensitization. If they're afraid of a specific sound, exposing them to it gradually at a low volume while giving them treats can help them build a positive association. Creating a safe space where they can retreat when they feel overwhelmed, like a quiet room with their bed and favorite toys, can also provide comfort. And for dogs with extreme noise sensitivity, consulting a veterinarian or animal behaviorist might be necessary to explore additional ways to manage their anxiety. See, dogs may not be able to talk, but they have plenty of ways to show us how they feel. By paying attention to their body language and understanding what makes them uncomfortable, we can create a happier and more stress-free environment for them. So, which of these actions surprised you the most? Have you noticed your dog reacting to any of these things? Don't hesitate to share with us in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notifications bell so you will be among the first to know when we publish next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.